Hey, and welcome to the Simply Slay Life podcast. I'm Shell. And as we continue this new year, this new reset, this is day 7. And so for day 7, we're going to go and we're going to talk about this all week because I'm doing something every day as I work to change me. And I'm bringing you all along the journey in case you all want to join in and experience and try some of these things, right? Because this is all about the new year, the reset, the glow up, and that is financially, spiritually, emotionally, you know, um, professionally. It's all about incorporate everything into your everyday life so you can simply slay life. This is that corner where you're going to get, you know, a place for you desire to have inspiration, belonging, a community where we come together to learn new things and try new things to better improve ourselves. You're going to hear stories that may resonate with you or just simply funny to you, right? This is an area where you can just simply enjoy yourself and may get a nugget or two to help you along your way. This is the Simply Slay Life podcast. Let's go. All right. So, since this week is a new day, I start on Sunday for this week and all the ones that's going forward. In this podcast, I am trying to do um, for the new year at least 30 days of consistent vlogging. And that is to help me get it in a better mind frame to remember why I have this channel. Okay. And so for me, my channel is simply just for everybody to find a way to and be a better version of themselves, right? So last week it was about emotional wellness and how you can maintain yourself in a way to keep your peace, stay emotionally well so that you don't turn physically sick and it manifests into some type of chronic disease. What you can do to manage a chronic disease you may have. It all is a part of a wellness situation, right? In that portion now for this week, we're moving to a spiritual side of it. And I want to make sure I speak the difference of when I say spiritual, right? So I'm not talking religion wise, because I don't get it into anybody about their religion. I believe in who I believe in. You may believe in who you believe in, or you may not believe in anybody at all. And that's fine for you. So we won't have that in the comment section, please, because I'm not talking about that. I don't disrespect anybody's belief on religion or non-religion. That is not for me to decide. Okay. So I want to put that out first. This is honestly about when I say spiritual and spirituality, I'm referring to your inner life, your values, your peace, right? It ties to last week. That is all that I'm talking about. You could use whatever method under your belief in religion or non belief in religion to reach a spirituality where you are about taking care of your inner self, right? So that's what my Sunday is about today. And so I am discussing, you know, what is your purpose for you, right? Uh, what is your inner peace look like to you? And how is compassion playing a part, right? So, and I talked about this in one of my videos, Motivational Mondays, and or Eminem Monday, where and I like I said, Mondays will be Eminem Monday, and it may be something related to motivation and manifestations. It may just have another Eminem title on it under it. But for today, when we talk about it, I know again when I wake up on, you know, for me to center myself, and I talked about it, is I may have music playing in the background. Either if I'm starting off just feeling like crud that day, and I mean emotionally feeling like crud. It's just been a long week, and is it over yet? Because you've had a bad day at the office, you've had a bad day at home. Just it's just been, and it's working with. You're not at that stage where you need some type of mental health guidance, but you're at the stage that you just tired. You tired. It's been a long week. It's been a long month. It's been a long year, right? For 2025. I may jump up and turn on some music, right? I may call a friend that I haven't talked to in a long time. They've been busy. I've been busy. But we are always there for each other when we need each other, right? Because that may be that anchor I need to pull me back together, right? And um and so for that, or I may even get up early sometimes, grab a cup of coffee or grab a hot tea or hot cocoa and go sit outside and look at the sunrise, right? Because to me, as long as I get to see that every day, I know I've reset and restarted each day, right? And so that kind of helps me. And so I want to know for you, what does your spirituality look like? And again, I'm not talking about religion. Again, don't do that because I don't want to offend anybody and I don't want anybody to offend me. So it's not about religion, okay? It is literally what do you do to kind of help you say it's going to be okay? Right? Just so that you know it's okay. I got this. I got this. And please leave that in the comment section because it might be helpful to somebody else, right? I also read books, right? And so matter of fact, I'm just saw a book the other day that I'm going to order. Um, well, not technically order. I'm part of as long as you have a library card, you can have that Kindle app and you can check out a book online from any library in the US. So I'm trying to get my finances right. I ain't got time to be buying if I can check it out at the library or go to the library, right? So the book for me that's on that list is actually from Venus Williams, the tennis star. And so that's my next book for me to do. And I'm looking down at my phone because I took a snapshot of it so I could remember to check it out. And it's called Strive. And her Strive, it says, uh, 8 steps to your awesomeness. To your awesome. Sorry, 8 steps to your awesome. So that's what's my next book on my list. And my that's what brings me inner peace. That's what brings me a calming effect. Something that I feel like is teaching me, helping me continue to move along my path that I'm trying to do and be. And I am also working on forgiveness, right? I am a person, and it took me a long time to get to there, right? And it's not an instant move. I didn't hold grudges, but I won't forget it. And then if I see you, that comes over me, right? Where I'm like, I can just right? But I remember it's Sunday. But I would wear you out. That's what used to be in my mind, right? And I'm like, okay, stay professional, stay this, stay that. And it would take a lot, and you could see it on my face. You really could see that, oh, baby. And it was eating at me, right? It was eating at me. And somebody had to say to me, you don't got to forget what they did, but just forgive them. And when you forgive them, you will see how much better you're moving in life because it's not about them. As long as they continue to see that look on your face, they know you got in here. You know, they know they got you in here. So you forgive them and keep moving. You don't never got to forget it. You release that and you move on. But now you know not to play with them no more. You know not to deal with them no more. You know not to associate with them anymore. Right. And it took me a minute to get to that point because it happened to me in the workplace. Right. And you're like, I've talked about it many times what I do for a living. And you end up feeling like, how am I supposed to deal with this? And I am that department. I am I am HR. I am the person that people call to investigate stuff like this. And it's happening inside my department, right? And every time was raised on the belief of as long as I walk in the room and say good morning, how you doing? You did your part. These people would intentionally uh, come at me and walk into my office to make me, or then they'll run and go tell um, if I answered their question and I'm not engaging with them, right? Talking about being insubordinate or um, I'm not being a team player, right? And so I had been threatened before, as far as not like threatened, like harm, but threatened in the way of, you can get a write up for that. And I'm like, this is my department. You can't write me up for that. That is not, nowhere in the policy is that code of conduct. But I'm not rude to them. And so it became that teeter totter line of before I walked into work, I'd have to pray, right? For me, that's mine, not anybody else. I'm not talking about anybody else. And then I'd have to get in that realm of, okay, that's how we moving. We're gonna move like that, right? But I'm still not playing with you. I'm still not engaging with you. But it's just the way I decided to make it just enough, right? Me and Jim went and did this weekend. What did you do? Oh, nothing much. Me and Papa just stayed home. You don't gotta know we was over there in San Antonio living life. Oh, we just stayed at home. Everything was we stayed at home. You don't do nothing. No, I don't. Spiritually, though, I was like, remove this from me, Lord. Please remove this from me. That's me and how I handle my spirituality. For you, it could be let me meditate, close my door and meditate on it, right? Let me work in the way of let me touch grass, right? Let me get close to nature. That spirituality still, right? Let me be in the elements and I recenter myself that way. That's what I mean by that. It can also be, again, you're associating it with music or writing or reading a book to calm you down. A good trancy romance novel sets everything all right. A good murder mystery sets everything all right. And so when you're getting in that rut, how are you handling that, right? And so I had to learn to forgive to be able to at least fix my face back right. Because I walked around all the time like, if you say one more thing to me, I really did. At least there. Here, I can laugh, joke, but once I walked into there, just say one more good word to me. Everybody can get it. Right. And it had got to the point, and this is when my friend said that to me. My mother had died, and I had to go. It was time for me to go back to work. And before I had to walk in that door, well, let me take that back. Before I had to log on, because this was during COVID, um, they tried to get me to come back physically because it was like we were just now starting to come back into work. Um, And I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be in there. I have a chronic condition. I'm still not going to be around that right now. And I had just came back from bereavement leave, and we were on camera on Teams for my department meeting, and my coworker and friend had to text me. I want to talk to you after this, because this look you got on your face, don't do that. And I was like, what is she talking about? She was like, don't do that. And so I just sat there thinking I'm just sitting there like, the fake. Uh-huh. Right. That's how I thought I was doing. When she called me, um, and she said, I need you to let that go. I need you to forgive them. I know they were wrong, right? But I need you to let that go. And I just was like, I was upset because when other people's family members have passed in the other years, we all chipped in and provided something. And I'm just one of those people. I get along with everybody. I don't, but again, people see something in you that you don't see, right? You're thinking you kumbaya with everybody, and everybody think, oh, excuse me, this person think they better than me, and you don't know that that's happening, right? Because they moving this way, I'm moving this way, and thinking we good. I interact with everybody, but they're not seeing it as that. Some people just got that, ugh, spirit on them. And so they didn't even send a card. And my mama had been in and out of comas for a year. They didn't even send a card. And then when I came back to work, my supervisor, he just instantly had always a thing to try to antagonize me. And he sat up there and said something real flippant at the mouth, right? And in that moment and in that second, before our teams meeting started for the department, I dead out told him the person that kept me together for this place that I got to report to Monday through Friday is gone. I can tell you what, I'm going to get a box and ship you this laptop and any other piece of this POS you need, and you can find somebody else to do these investigations because we're not doing that. Oh, oh, Rochelle, I'm sorry. I didn't think, because it's only me and him. Four of the investigators left, and he wasn't finding nobody. That's when he realized how real it was for me. And at that point, that's when he started looking to hire. Remember, I said I sat there in another video. I sat there for a year and a half, and he hadn't did anything yet. When he saw that, oh, she's serious about this, next week he started posting up things. But my friend had to come in during the meeting because I was still in that phase of, oh, all y'all, I promise today is the day. And my friend had to tell me, forgive them and let them go. They know not. You don't gotta, you don't gotta forget it, but forgive them because it's eating you up because it's exuding on the outside. And so today, and I had to find a way to do that. And like I said, for me, I woke up every morning, ooh, all the way into work. It was okay. One song was guaranteed. I don't give about you, I don't give a care about you people, right? And I'm living my best life. That was me every morning as I was pulling up it. Well, I can't say I was pulling up into the parking lot because I did have to go for like certain mandatory meetings. I had to go there. So that was definitely, if I had to be in there, that was in there, right? That was, as I'm hitting that corner, that song was going to play before I got in there just right. But if I was at home before a meeting came on, my song was, you know, there's something about the name Jesus, because I was like, you're gonna have to hold me together while I gotta do this meeting with them. And please don't let them bother me for the rest of the day. But That's how I was moving to make it work for me, right? And that plays a big part in how you can better yourself, right? How you can maintain your inner peace, your inner compassion, because you don't want to lose your compassion, right? Some people just don't got it. They've chose to let it go. But for the most part, all of us have some type of compassion in us. And as long as you try to hold on to some of it before they just dirty it all up, work on spirituality to keep you grounded. Okay. So, again, if this resonates with you, I thank you for watching. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And leave a comment on things that you're doing spiritually to ground yourself, to keep you grounded, to keep your inner peace together in this time. And this week, it will be based on spirituality in different forms. It does not, it will not, for me, it had to do with me being okay and praying to my God. To you, it doesn't have to be that way, right? It could be literally namaste. Right? It could be you just namaste it out, baby. Take some breaths. Do some breath work. That's all I'm saying. You all have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Simply Slay Life. And thank you for watching my podcast. I'll see you later. Bye.